The Tragedy of Cinema podcast is intended as a family-friendly program that by extension strives to be inclusive to all people regardless of their ethnicity, gender, creed, or any other identifying factors in this incredibly diverse world of ours. With that said, some of the films we discuss may contain serious subject matters or have content considered morally objectionable by today's standards. We do not intend to condone or dismiss these aspects of these films, but our primary focus will be on what we believe the film succeeds at, some fun facts, and our personal enjoyment factors of each film. With that said, we hope you enjoy the show.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Tragedy of Cinema podcast, Real Talk number 11. I'm here with a whole gaggle of friends tonight.
A gaggle, ooh.
I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves. I've given them a number, so hopefully they all remember. So let's go ahead and introduce everybody.
I'm Brett with the Evil Never Dies podcast.
I'm Kyle with the Tragedy of Cinema podcast.
I'm Carl with the Evil Never Dies podcast. I may be the co-host. I may be a contributor. I don't know. I don't know.
The world may never know.
No.
My name is Greg, and I am the host of Monsters and the Mosh Pit.
I'm Tiffany. I do not have a podcast yet, but hopefully that'll be changing soon.
I'm Tim,
Chris.
and I'm with Triple H Media.
And I'm Christine from California, and I do not have
never
a
going to
podcast.
come back. He's never going to come back now. You already ruined it. And I'm Jimbo, your entertainer and host for the evening. So this is our 11th one, 11 and a half, somewhere in there. I lost track, but I'm going to call it Real Talk 11. So, Tim, since you've never been in on this party that we have, I usually write down a couple of questions, and everybody goes in order, gives their answer. I started off with a couple easy ones. There's one that's pretty difficult. It's going to be difficult. I found it difficult when I'm sitting there thinking about it. And then number 5, fifth question. I used to do a bracket. Well, we would do like, what do we do? The greatest theme shows or theme songs from television.
Yeah.
We did, what was one before? The most nicest person in the world or whatever. I can't remember. Yeah. The most likable person, I think. And Mr. Rogers won that. So without further ado, I have something special planned for tonight. It's not going to be a bracket. It's not going to be a tournament. It's something that I thought would be interesting to do. So we'll save that for there. So are you ready? Question number 1. Who's ready? Brett, you ready?
Yes.
Sure, I guess, yeah.
I'm giving you time to think about it. Here we go. And all phones down because I don't want anybody cheating. And Kyle, I better not hear any clicking from your thing, so don't even mute it. I'm watching you. Kyle, have your hands in the air like this. So because one of these questions is going to be pretty hard. All right, here we go. Brett, since you're kicking us off, what movie landmark would you like to visit?
Ooh. I'd have to say the Myers house in Pasadena, California.
Man, you had that answer so fast. How dare you? Yeah.
Easy way.
Yeah, probably the Power Rangers headquarters from the original Power Rangers show. I forget what that building was, but that building, sure, why not?
Of course
It was in a movie. It was in one of the movies. Yeah, counts. All right.
Carl?
The Bat Cave. Any one of them from any.
I was going to say which one?
Any Batman Bat Cave.
All Bat Caves.
Greg?
The stairs from The Exorcist.
Oh, yeah.
I want to go to the Amityville house. I know there's a lot of controversy and everybody has opinions on it, but that's basically what got me into horror and stuff like that. So I definitely want to at least go see it.
Tim?
I'm a big fan of Starship Troopers. I'm going to say a big planet full of bugs.
A short experience, but a fun one.
When I say landmark, it has to be a real location you can get to.
Oh, it's out there somewhere.
I find Jurassic Park, Hawaii.
Christine?
I think one of my favorite movies, The Haunting. I think that castle where they filmed it, is that in it's not in England, right?
I thought it was in England.
Is it in? Okay, it might be in England. Yeah,
Sure.
where that huge castle, whatever, I think they did mostly the exterior, where they filmed the exterior of it.
Mhm.
But yeah, I would love to visit that place.
Okay. One thing I think I'd love to see, there's two actually. One would be the Goonies house. I think that would be a fun visit. And the other thing, I don't know if you guys saw my Facebook post, but that guy that has Falcor in his garage in the shed or whatever, I think that'd be pretty cool to go see from the Neverending Stories.
Mhm.
The owners of the Goonies house, the new owners, they're really cool, and they let you like do TikToks and shit.
I've seen that. I want to go so bad. I just think that would be so fun.
Yeah.
Which we're
Pretty
going to roll right into number 2.
All right.
And Brett, not everything you say can be Halloween related. Just for
Okay.
what one movie prop would you like to have to add to your collection?
Ooh. I'd have to say Ash's chainsaw from the Evil Dead 2.
Okay.
It's a great option. Gosh. I'm actually going to go to Starship Troopers, and actually I want that cool alien assault rifle they had going in there. Those are the one that had like the radar dish at the end of it that was ridiculous. The sniper rifle looking thing. That thing, yeah.
Carl,
I will take a lightsaber.
do you have a preference on which one? Who's
Red one. Darth Vader's red one.
Vader's? Okay.
Yeah.
Your same Jackson Purple me.
Greg?
Yeah.
So am I not allowed to use The Exorcist again?
No, I just didn't want Brett to cheat and say hollow stuff. I'll take Michael Myers machete.
I want the life-size statue of Pazuzu.
Oh yes.
I
Tiffany?
want one of the bloodstones from the Subspecies series. They have a bunch of them because they broke them and they kept losing them. So that's why they like change sizes multiple times throughout the movies, let alone the series. But I always wanted one of them. They're pretty cool.
Tim?
I'm a big Nightmare on Elm Street fan. That's what got me into horror movies. So obviously, it's going to have to be Freddy's claw glove, his glove of knives.
Nice. Christine?
Oh, maybe one of Vivian Leigh's costumes from Gone with the Wind.
Man, that's a beautiful, beautiful
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
There's so many you could choose from. But I think one that I think I'd really probably have the most fun with would be a full Raiders of the Lost Ark Indiana Jones outfit with the bullwhip, the fedora, the jacket, the khakis. That or I really think I would like Lord Helmet's outfit from Spaceballs. Just the helmet.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I think that would be fun. So, all right, moving right along. Question number 3. Here's where it's going to start getting hard. Mount Rushmore is famous for having 4 presidents on it, or famous people. I want you to give me your Mount Rushmore of horror directors.
Horror directors?
Directors.
John Carpenter. Sam Raimi.
Greg's like he's taking off.
2 more, huh?
Yes.
George Romero. And who else? Oh. Can't think of another one.
Ding, 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 ding.
Brett flunked.
I don't envy you, Brett.
He's just gonna have a three-faced one. Have one
Yeah, just have a three-faced
Sure.
One blank space. Yeah.
Yeah,
at that.
I'm until I think of one.
All right, Kyle.
I think we got to move on from that one. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna ditto Sam Raimi and John Carpenter, kind of a shoe in for me. After that, probably gonna put in Peter Jackson. You know, he had a lot of crazy Sky female stuff, and then James Gunn. Yeah, Brightburn and Slither. Yeah, I'm putting them in there. Yeah, that'll be my four.
Romeo and Juliet.
I will do Don Cascarelli from Phantasm. Definitely Sam Raimi. He would definitely be probably number one. John Carpenter. You can't not have him there. And George Romero. He sort of invented the zombie thing.
Yep.
Terrence Fisher would be like also on there from the horror films, the Hammer films. So I'll replace Brett and I'll have 5. He can have 3.
Okay, thanks, Carl.
I'll take Terrence Fisher.
All right, Greg.
I'm gonna go crazy here. Let's do Hitchcock, Del Toro, Ari Aster, and Edgar Wright.
Very nice.
I'm gonna go Del Toro, James Wan, Sam Raimi, and Wes Craven.
Deb?
All right. I am probably the only non-movie buff person here.
No,
I watch movies.
not at all.
I don't know any of that crap.
So just give us some of your 4 favorite horror movies, and we'll tell you the directors.
Right.
Nightmare on Elm Street. So that's Wes
Nightmare on
Craven.
Elm Street. Obviously, Nightmare on Elm Street. Darkness Falls.
That's a good movie. I don't know who directed it though.
That's me with every movie. I would say Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. What was the name of that movie? Something Wicked This Way Comes. And my last one, what's that, 3? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. What else you got?
Okay.
And let's say Friday the 13th. Why not?
All right. Christine?
I'm kind of with Tim. I mean, but I would have to say Alfred Hitchcock, Guillermo del Toro, Wes Craven. What was that movie? Was it Last Street on the Left or
Last House on the Left.
House on the Left.
Yeah.
Wes
Oh,
Craven.
that was Wes Craven. Okay. Yeah. That was such a good movie. Yeah, that's about all I can think of.
That's solid, Christine. That's
All
solid.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. I have one that none of you mentioned, and you are going to be ashamed. So
I'm already ashamed.
I have Hitchcock, I have Romero, and I have Carpenter, and then I have the great James Well, who did Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, Invisible Man. I think without him, a lot of this other stuff wouldn't have happened. So that's why I threw him up there. I'm going to throw an honorable mention. I don't even know if I'm going to give him credit, but I'm going to throw Roman Polanski up there.
Okay. Yeah, Rosemary's Baby, right?
Yeah. It's a really weird movie.
Yeah,
my favorites.
I
think give credit where credit's due.
People said something on there, and the guy said Rosemary's Baby is a good movie, but I have a hard time separating the artist from real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
From what
that's hard to
happened.
do. So that's why I'm only going to give him he gets the backside of Mount Rushmore. Okay.
We've definitely said our piece on Roman Polanski.
All right. So yes, definitely. So very, very, very well. So that leads into question number 4. Out of all the directors that you picked for your Mount Rushmore, not mine, not yours, or not your own, what one scene would you have liked to have been in the room for while they were shooting the film? One of the films that they did. What one scene out of the 4 directors would you have liked to have been in the scene for? or to watch them actually film it.
Okay,
I'd have
I
to
got
say
one.
Romero and Dawn of the Dead, the original, the
The
mall scene. Yes, yes,
gonna
I would
say-
have to say that.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Sam Raimi and Army of Darkness. Not really a horror film, Sam Raimi, but the whole scene where they're driving the car around and destroying all the skeletons back and forth too. I would love to have seen those scenes being shot. I think it'd be a lot of fun just to watch these bones exploding everywhere nonstop. Sam Raimi, I think, had a lot of fun on set for that film. Yep, that's my choice.
Mine would be the first time the Sphere in Phantasm is set loose, because I've researched that a lot, and it was a long shoot, and I think it'd be fun to watch it. And bloody too.
Yep.
A lot of blood.
Greg?
For me, I would say Hitchcock, Rear Window, Jimmy Stewart falling out of the window.
Yep.
I think I would have wanted to see. It's not just one scene, but it's like the very end of Del Toro's The Devil's Backbone, when everything comes together and just everything goes insane. It's a really, really intense ending to a movie, and I think it would have been really incredible to see it.
Them?
I would have to go back to Starship Troopers, because besides the audio drama that I do, I also do a lot of video work. And I would love to see all the green screen work that was involved in that movie. I would just be flabbergasted. I would absolutely love to see
All right. Christine?
God, most any Hitchcock movie, but I think Psycho, maybe the shower scene would have been really cool to watch him do
was
that.
brutal.
That's a good one.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen that Hitchcock documentary? Or
I have.
50-20 or something like that?
74-12 or something like that.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's good. It's good.
It is very good.
Yeah, Christine kind of stole my thing. I was thinking the Hitchcock Psycho shower scene, but I think also maybe like the original Frankenstein when James Whale, with all the electricity, he's alive, all the electricity stuff. I think that would be really cool to see too. All right, so here we are. Question number 5. But it's not really a question from me. This is your one chance. Each one of you is going to get the chance to ask a question to the group, or ask a topic to the group, or to an individual within the group. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 8 questions that can be topics. It can be a question that you want to know, anything like that. So Brett, you're going to start us off with something.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's hard. Just you're really stumping me tonight, Jimbo.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that to me again? Because it was a little unclear to me, actually. Can you repeat that to me again?
So basically, we're going to go, everybody has their number. So Brett has number 1. Brett can ask the group a question, an individual a question, or bring up a topic that he would like us to discuss as a group.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to ask Tim, what got you into doing the audio dramas that you do?
Oh, let me see if I know. I think it's 2 little words. We're alive.
There was, when I first got into listening to podcasts, I didn't even know what audio drama was. And I accidentally come across this one called We're Live, which has ruined practically every audio drama podcast out there. It is top notch. It's a zombie apocalypse. And I was just amazed with what they did. And at the time, Jerry and I were talking back and forth. That's back when the Hillbilly Horror Stories were still kind of new, not that big. And him and I were talking. And I just asked him, I said, have you ever thought about, I don't know, adding a little something at the end of your podcast just to make it a little longer? And he's like, well, like what? I said, I don't know, audio drama, maybe. He goes, yeah, go ahead and give it a shot. Like, no, not me. I've never done that in my life. So I got stuck doing the audio drama for Jerry, and that's how Triple H was born. That's where it got started and grew, and learned everything, taught myself everything, and got great actors like Jimbo here and Tiffany, and got Hillbilly Horror House cranking out. The rest is history.
I'm going to have him elaborate there in a second, but did anybody here, I'm old enough to remember with my grandpa, the old radio dramas like Fibber McGee and Molly, The Shadow, any of that? Does anybody remember listening to any of those?
I had them on cassette when I was younger.
Yeah, I had them on record album actually.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Scratch my head. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's like, record? What's a record?
I used to have the old War of the Worlds
War of the World.
on vinyl too.
War of the World is big.
Tim?
I can't think of his name, but the gentleman that does Let's Not Meet and Odd Tales, he has one that you guys might like. I think it's called Old Time Radio, where he found remastered pieces or remastered episodes of literal like old time radio shows that are thrillers and stuff like that in that play.
There is an app on your phone that you can get that I found, and it's got like 1,422 episodes of Fibber McGee and Molly. It's got different genres, suspense, like The Shadow. It's got them all. So that might be something to look at too.
Yeah.
So
It's really interesting.
before we get going or moving on, why don't you elaborate on what's coming up, audio drama wise? At least I think it's still coming up. I don't know. The future of your podcasting, if you will.
Well, since you brought it up, I haven't officially announced it yet.
Oh,
But hey, now's a good time than ever. Actually, Triple H Media is going to be shutting down. It's just between my workload with work and, no big deal. Rebecca and I bought a house and some land, and we're doing a complete renovation on the house. So every little bit of spare time I have outside work is going into building this house. And I just don't have the time, to sit down and edit audio dramas no more. Well, for right now. And so Triple H Media, I think this next episode that's coming out of And Beyond is going to be the last episode. And it's over. But with that being said, my wife and I, we both rededicated our lives to Jesus, and we are going back to church. And I strongly feel that I was led to do all this audio drama, get all this experience, all this equipment for a reason. So Triple H is shutting down, but when we're done building the house and getting everything settled down, I am going to be starting a new audio drama called Intercede. It is going to be a Christian-based audio drama. It's going to be pretty much still the same style. It's going to be in your face, a lot of drama, a lot of twists and stories, a lot of tears, Tiffany. So it's going to be very, very religious-based audio drama, and the script's already been written. Me and Sarah Dionatis have already recorded episode 1 as a trial. And that's going to be about another year or two before that's even ready. But that's what's in hold for Triple H right now.
Do you have a new, I know this was Triple H Media. Do you have a new, I don't want to say logo, but a new trademark?
There's going to be a new name, new logo because of the material that Triple H Media is involved with versus the new Christian-based media. I don't want the two tied together.
Right. I just didn't know if you already had the name picked out. You know what I mean?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, when you do, when this all kicks off, you're more than welcome to put it on our Facebook pages. I'll have you come on the episode. By the way, we still need to schedule for you to come on and do the Never Ending Story with me and Kyle.
Yes, we do.
Get time. I know you're busy, so that's why I told Kyle we haven't done it yet.
I'll make it happen.
That's still so.
And you know why I'm busy.
Right. Well, And honestly, you could have saved yourself a lot of time. You just wait for that tornado to rip through there and tear all the trees down, right? Instead of you had just got done.
It wasn't even a tornado. No, it's the night that hit. We were actually in Dallas Wednesday night. We had an early flight, like 7:30 flight out of Dallas to come up here. And that night, this storm formed in our area. It was straight line winds. They measured up to 130 miles per hour. They came through, just absolutely destroyed East Texas.
Have you checked on your property or your family?
My mom and her husband were at our property when it hit, watching our dog for us. Somehow, out of all our land and our RV and our house, not a single tree was lost. But as soon as you leave our driveway, our entire street out there, it's just destroyed. Trees down, houses with trees on them, power lines down, power poles down, and our little section untouched.
We call that interseed.
Wow.
Hey, you see what I did there?
Interseed. And it's funny because we own a second piece of property about a half hour away that my son and his family live in, untouched. Everything around it destroyed.
Wow.
Excellent.
Awesome.
All right, Brett, thanks for that question. Let's move on to number 2, Kyle.
Kyle, that's me. All right.
What do you want to talk about, Kyle, or ask or whatever?
God, I think I'll pose a kind of question to the whole group, kind of a general, we'll probably maybe more of a general discussion topic, but I'm trying to make it any spoiler stuff too. That new Indiana Jones film is coming out. Features a de-aged Harrison Ford and a lot of scenes in that movie. Also, the new Flash movie just came out too, and apparently there's also reports that they're kind of bringing back some nostalgia pieces with some deceased actors kind of reclaiming their roles through digital processes to kind of revive these actors basically from the dead, digital archives like that, recreating them digitally. And I kind of wonder what you guys kind of think about the general efficacy of that. If you guys are kind of for it, what kind of actors you'd like to see in those kind of roles, if you would, or if you think it's immoral or wrong to kind of take these people without their consent and like bring them back from the dead to do these kind of digital scenes in new movies, and what people's general thoughts on that. So if we can do the whole workaround there, maybe just start with Brett and kind of get your general thoughts and see what you think, and go on there.
So what now?
I understand.
What do you think about like studios using CGI to bring back actors from the dead and de-age?
CGI?
No. Hey, Brett. Brett, there's going to be a movie coming out where they CGI James Dean. It's like a whole movie with James Dean or something.
Oh.
Kyle is asking, how do you feel about that? And do you think it's morally or ethically acceptable without having the permission, I guess, of the family or his estate or whatever to do that?
Well, for one, I'm not a big fan of CGI. I'm a practical effects guy. And as far as them making money off of him like that, and especially the family not being involved or giving the okay, I'm not good with that.
All right. Kyle, do you want to give yours, or do you?
Yeah, sure. I give my thoughts on. I find it highly questionable and really really deplorable in some scenarios. I know like I'm not the spoiled stuff. I know the new Flash movie is doing some stuff with that, with bringing back a whole lot of actors apparently for some kind of bombastic kind of finale thing of a lot of dead actors who played previous roles in DC Comics returning, and I don't know if I'm totally for that, and kind of rubs me the wrong way. Same time though, I mean, sometimes the nostalgia pieces can hit really hard, and if I can get permission with the family, maybe there is a route where it's okay or morally okay to kind of depict them in that way. But it's a real delicate line I think they're working on, and I think everyone's the studios simply are just charging forward with reckless abandon. That really bothers me a lot. I feel like there should be a more tasteful way to do it, and they're not doing it right now. That's kind of my thoughts on it right now. Carl, what do you think?
I think in the case of like Peter Cushing and the Star Wars movie, it was done very well. The family agreed. That was Rogue One, by the way.
Yeah,
and,
Rogue One.
It looked really good. I mean, it was like he was really there. So again, family was good with it. The effects were good. So in that case, I thought it was great. Now I actually saw the Flash movie today, and I think that it was very respectful in the way they showed or brought these actors back. It wasn't done in a unfavorable way. So I thought that was actually done pretty well. So I think case by case, a lot of them I've seen have been okay. Then you got a case like Brandon Lee who passed away, and they actually sort of brought him back.
Yeah.
And again, you know, that was a little weird, but I think it worked out. So I'm going to say in many cases, it's okay.
All right.
I guess my thought would be similar to sports and video games and stuff like that with the NIL. You know, name, image, and likeness is all controlled by someone. So typically, there's someone, whether it's an agency, a family member, or whoever, that's trying to. I'm not sure. Keep everybody involved, and make sure that everyone gets paid or is authorized for whatever it is. But to me, it's as long as it's done like Carl was saying, as long as it's done tastefully, and we're not exploiting them after their death. That's what's really important to me. You know what I mean? I don't want to see I wouldn't want to see James Dean in a hardcore movie or something. You know what I mean? You know, something like that. You know, where they're purposely going against their wishes and doing something like
some YouTube deep fake or just using some popular actor's voice for a really different message they would never agree with, something like that.
Exactly.
You know, political stunts, that kind of way would be terrible.
But if it's done tastefully and people are, agreeing to the name, image, and likeness on it, then yeah, go for it.
I kind of feel the same way. I think that if it's done very, very delicately and very, very carefully with not only the approval and involvement of the family and giving them a big say on how they think it should be done, or if it's fitted to how that person portrayed their characters or whatever. Just for an example, Chadwick for the Black Panther series.
Oh, Chadwick Boseman.
That was the first thing that came to mind when you started saying that. Personally, I think they did a really good job passing that character on, so I don't think that they should do that. But say if that was one of the situations where they were considering it, I don't think that it should be a full-on movie about him as the Black Panther. Like if it's a flashback or a voice recording or a video or something, it should only be a small portion of the film. It shouldn't be the focal point, and it should be only put in to amplify what's going on and not the give all, take all, whatever, But as long as the family have a good portion of the say and they agree to it and they think that it would suit that person's character justice, then I don't really see a big problem with it.
Mm-hmm. Tim?
All right. I am the true definition of a Gen X guy. So here's my Gen X answer. I don't care. If it doesn't affect me, doesn't affect my family, I don't care what the crap you do. If it brings back some of my favorite stars to look at again, do it. I don't care. That's simple. I'm not going to sit and go, well, you shouldn't do this because of this. It might hurt their feelings, or don't do this. I don't care. You want to do it, do it. Bring them back.
Christine?
And I just saw an episode on Black Mirror. Did you guys watch that at all?
I haven't watched any of the new stuff yet.
Okay, new episodes just came out, and they had an episode that kind of brought this whole thing up, where this average woman. Did you see it, Tiffany?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay.
I didn't watch it though.
Oh, okay. This woman's life was suddenly this episode on Netflix, and it was all I guess what you were talking about, CGI or whatever. But Selma Hayek was the quote unquote actress who portrayed her, but it wasn't really Selma Hayek. It was all I guess we call it CGI. Yeah, it was all AI. So they got away with it. They were able to create this woman's life, and there was nothing anybody could do about it because it was all computer animated, and everybody was pissed off about it. So I think it brings up just a whole new ethical thing of, is it okay? Is it not okay? What are the parameters? How can it be used? What are their permissions? So this could be bringing in a whole new era of what's okay, what's not okay, what are their permissions and all that. So I don't know, maybe it's up to, if you're dead, then maybe it's up to the estate of what can be used and what not can be used and what constitutes good taste or not good taste. It's, I don't know, kind of personal preferences. So it'll be interesting to see going forward with what chat GBI and all that, what's going to happen.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Well, hang on, Kyle. I
don't care about your. I get your opinion every week. I don't.
This is how host Carl feels like, huh?
Yeah.
You're just the host.
Here's the thing. I think a couple things. Number one, I think it matters if the actor is still living or not. Like Harrison Ford, they're CGI down younger in age. Luke Skywalker, and I believe it was the Mandalorian season finale when he came back. They put his face on there. Excellent. The Peter Cushing thing, outstanding, even though he was dead. So if they're just taking it to make a actor look younger, I don't have a problem with that. When they exploit the people for just a monetary gain, I do have a problem with that. It should go to the family, or whoever, their kids, their grandkids, whatever. Now, there was a movie, I don't know if you guys saw it. It was called Simone. And I believe it was I think it was Al Pacino. And he created this whole woman named Simone. And she became like this television sensation. And she won an Academy Award and all that. But the only problem was she was all a computer thing that he made. So when she's like, got to go get the award on it, they all like, oh, is she real? Is she not real? Is she going to come out and all that? So I suggest you watch that movie too. But that also throws in, okay, if you're going that route, well, what about when they did the hologram of Michael Jackson in 3D or whatever on stage singing?
Or Tupac, they did that too.
Yeah, right.
Ronnie James Dio, they did it with too.
Right. So how do you feel about that if you go to the musician world? I went to an Elvis concert. And I say that. I took my grandma to an Elvis concert. This was in late 90s, I believe, maybe early 2000s. The thing was, they had all of Elvis's original orchestras there, like the Stamps, whoever they were. But they had the Elvis on a gigantic Jumbotron, and they had him singing his songs, but they cut out all the vocals from everybody else, and they sung it there in person, or the backup singers, and played the instruments while he sang his vocal thing, which was pretty cool. So that's just, it is what it is. I think we're going to get more of it. Now, Carl, I have a question for you as far as a follow-up to what you said. You said Peter Cushing in the Star Wars. Would you like to see them bring back Peter Cushing and maybe some of those older horror actors for the Hammer style type movies?
If the estate and the family are good with it, I think it would be cool. I would love to see Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing back up again.
That would be cool, yeah.
And their estates, even Vincent Price, there's a Vincent Price Facebook page which is ran by his estate. Yeah. So if there's an estate and somebody that's in control of it, I think that makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Carl, we're up to you, buddy.
Okay, I got a group question, and this is sort of a different thing. What would be your favorite genre or subgenre, your least favorite, I should say, of any kind of movies? Maybe you don't like documentaries, or you might not like torture horror, or just horror in general, or just comedies in general.
All of them.
just a genre or subgenre you do not like watching or annoyed by it.
Brett?
Romantic comedies.
A rom-com.
There you go.
You love them all so much.
No.
You can't get enough of them, Brett.
No, I'm not a big fan.
Are we surprised?
Not a big fan.
For me, it's all about like going into the horror genre. I really love cosmic horror, especially. I love like things that have like existential dread or eldritch gods destroying the world, or terrible revelations about the universe being, out to get you, and all those kind of things. I love any film that kind of tackles those crazy ideas of a hostile universe basically on humanity. So I love those kind of crazy things going on there. So that's probably my favorite little subgenre of films that come few and far between, but when they come, I'm there for them. Carl, how do you think? What do you think? Your favorite subgenre is?
Oh, I thought it was not least
Yeah,
favorite.
it's supposed to be least
yeah,
favorite.
whatever. Yeah,
Leave it to the millennium. Carl,
I thought it was both.
wow.
I thought it was either war. Sorry.
We just do either or. That's fine too.
Okay, did it.
If you believe that much in them, that's good.
Carl, what's yours?
I'll probably say no. I'm trying to see if I can break it down any further, but I don't like musicals. I know that's probably maybe a little controversial, but besides Phantom of the Opera, I just don't like musicals. Now I'm not talking about movies that have sands. Grease is an example. If there's bands or a singer, like but yeah, musicals I don't like, and I just can't sit through them. Grease would be a good example. Yeah.
Screw you.
No.
Repo the Genetic Opera? Come on, it's freaking amazing.
Phantom of the Opera is good.
No.
That's the only one I like.
Repo the Genetic Opera.
The Genetic
Oh,
Opera.
no.
Oh, man.
That's a choice. I'll give it that much.
Oh,
Yeah.
If he's gonna say that,
Bill
was on Rocky Horror Picture Show too.
yeah, that's true. Bill Moseley sang Barking Up to Me. So it will forever be high on my list. But for me, for my least favorite is there's two that are like tied, but rape revenge stories are probably number one, and then women as the villains. Like, I don't understand why like the Mean Girls trope is a thing. Like, it's annoying at this point. Like, I can't stand watching it. If I see a group of girls and they're just crapping on another girl or another dude or whatever, I can't. It just immediately turns me off. I don't like it.
I do not like sports movies. The one that I like is more of a parody of anything, but no. I don't watch it on TV when it's real. I don't want to see it.
You don't want to see a movie of it.
Wait a minute, Sydney, have you ever watched Hoosiers?
I don't like them.
Have you ever watched Hoosiers?
But if you watch the one that
I'm
I
not
like,
going to.
right? If you watch the one I like, then you'd like sports movies.
you need to watch Hoosiers.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Jimbo, feel the
Has
drink. Of
anybody here watched Hoosiers besides me?
I have.
course, I have.
But sports movies are one of my favorite categories. So me and
Sorry,
Tiffany are
Carl.
complete opposite.
Tim?
First of all, Carl, I no longer own. I don't know you no more. Okay.
I don't know you either, Tim. I'm afraid a Sasquatch is going to kidnap you one day out there in East Texas anyway. So
I am Sasquatch. Okay. So anyway, have you seen the size of me? My least favorites, chick flicks. I hate chick flicks. I have banned Hallmark from my house. That is all my wife watches. Chick flicks and female vampire movies. It's just no. No chick flicks.
So
Period.
you're not the Hallmark Christmas, huh?
No. Well, it is Christmas. I have to be nice. She lives there too. I'll let a few in the house.
That's why she gets a she shed.
You got Black Christmas,
Hey.
don't open till Christmas.
I'm building her house. What more do you want?
A she shed. That's what she
That
shed.
has the Hallmark Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get her a she shed. 6 TVs up there, chick flicks on each one.
Christine?
Well, don't hate me, Tim, but my
Don't.
least favorite would probably, I love The Sound of Music, but yeah, musicals. I still have not seen La La Land.
thank you. I got somebody on my side.
Yeah,
Not very good.
yeah.
Sound of Music is something that you definitely.
But I love The Sound of Music. Yeah. Yeah, and maybe
There's
science
exceptions.
fiction. Yeah, there's definitely exceptions. I mean, there
Yeah,
are some
I
musicals
agree.
that I really like. Yeah.
Cannibal the musical.
Beetlejuice the musical?
What?
missing out.
There's a Beetlejuice musical. There's a Shrek musical. There's a bunch of musicals.
Hairspray.
Yeah.
Hairspray. I liked Hairspray.
It's a musical.
Like I said, there are some musicals I really like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trick
there's
or Treat from
definitely.
'85 is like to me a musical one.
I'd rather just watch a concert. Sorry.
I think okay,
Yeah.
because everyone else actually mentioned they dislike. I mentioned I actually dislike. So just one thing I like. The one thing I dislike the most of all film genre is live action remakes of animated films or live action adaptations. I think it's some of the worst garbage ever received by man. Disney remakes or some of the most just like
Yeah, The Little Mermaid just came out.
The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast. It's just like these are
Speaking
amazing
of
animated films.
live action
You don't need to remake them.
adaptations.
They're all
Yeah.
terrible people for doing it.
I don't think they needed to redo Little Mermaid. I think
No one asked for a live action crab. Like what if a crab? But
No.
you had to make no, don't do that.
He looked really weird too. I watched it.
that's what I heard. I
saw
heard
the
he looked
trailers,
really,
that's
really weird.
horrifying.
Wait till you watch the real
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, so I
All
hate
right.
that subgenre.
Here's the one.
And I love Rocky Horror Picture Show is one of my favorite movies.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a good one.
That's great.
I love Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah, so there are musicals that I really
I do
like.
like that one.
Yeah.
So, here's probably my least favorite genre. I guess it would be like anything with like cars. Like I hate the Fast and the Furious movies. I like the first one,
Oh, yeah.
and then it just started getting ridiculous. Carrie, or not Carrie, Christine, Rubber, stuff like that. It's just
Overdrive.
Hold on.
it just looks ridiculous.
What about the hearse?
Rubber's not a whole car; it's just the tire. That doesn't.
I know. But I mean, I don't like those, and then I do not like anything that's set entirely in like a hospital setting, like Grey's Anatomy.
Mm.
Halloween 2.
Yeah, Halloween too.
Yeah. I did like John Q. I thought that was very well done. But other than that, it's not my thing.
Jimbo hates Patch Adams.
I like Robin Williams. So that's that. So we are up to Greg.
Greg.
Right?
Greg.
Well, anyone that knows me knows that mine was about horror and heavy metal, and I don't get a chance to talk about music as much as I'd like to, especially on movie shows. So I'm going to ask you.
Moving on to
Exactly. I'm going to ask everyone what's their top 3 favorite bands.
Oh, that's hard.
Oh, especially for Brett.
I listen to so many.
I think
Come on, Brad.
Uh-huh.
Review my terrible choices.
3 favorite bands.
Your 3 favorite or 3 most listened to.
Probably Iron Maiden would be one. Slayer's definitely on the list. And I've been listening to a lot of Scorpions lately.
Ah.
Wow.
You like a lot of that 70s stuff, like the Scorpions and UFO. So that would make sense for you.
Yeah.
Kyle?
Gosh. Going on the middle track. I mentioned going to metal. I'll probably put Judas Priest there first.
No. It doesn't have to be metal.
It doesn't have to be metal, but I feel compelled.
he's like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys.
He's a Swiftie. He's a Swiftie.
I'm the millennial. No, it has to be. It's like Justin Bieber and Hannah Montana. No. So Judas Priest and pushing there first. Then, I like the Mountain Goats a fair amount too. Of course, it's more a folk indie band. And rounding up on the third, it's a hip hop duo, but I'm just putting it there anyways. Probably Run the Jewels. Probably a big fan of them. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm putting right there. So cool. Carl?
Maiden, Priest, and probably Kiss. Because I've listened to Kiss more than any band that exists.
Quick and to the point. I love it.
Yes, it is. Ronnie James Dio would need to be there as well, so I'll have to put 4.
Yeah, it's a hard question.
Any band that Ronnie was into, it don't matter.
The Rainbow Sabbath.
Dio, yeah.
For me, my favorite band is Every Time I Die. My second favorite would be The Offspring. And then my third favorite usually bounces around, but it's either Lamb of God or Rancid. I usually go from heavy, like hardcore heavy metal to punk because of the way I grew up. So
Rancid's a good band.
yeah, I love Rancid.
I can only do right now because my music taste just fluctuates so much and there's so many bands. I go in like cycles, but right now the three that I've been listening to the most are Any Given Sin, Fire from the Gods, and I know I'm gonna get some hate, but I freaking love Lady Gaga, so I've been listening to a lot of her.
Fair.
I won't
I
give any
freaking love
hate.
her. I just love her. Love her.
I got a lot of respect for her.
I call my
I love her
listeners
voice.
monsters as well. So
Yeah. So
Okay.
I've been listening to a lot of her lately.
Yeah, gotta show solidarity.
All right, my turn, I guess, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. I am a diehard, born and raised, if you will, 90s guy. I was part of the Hair Nation, brought up on long hair, heavy metal, love that stuff. With that said, I was also brought up on Christian music. So obviously, my first pick is going to have to be Striper. One of my utmost
pick.
favorite bands, listened to them since the very beginning. And then my second choice was also going to be a Christian rock band. It's called Bride. If you never heard Bride, check them out. And then my third choice, because I love rock and roll, I love heavy metal, and I love blues. You put those three together, you get Cinderella. Cannot get enough Cinderella. I absolutely love the Rocky Blues type of music.
that is not a band
He's
I
going to be in Dallas next week, Tim.
Yeah, Tom Kiefer's. Yeah,
That's
with
what
John
I
Corabi.
hear. What day? What day they're going to be there?
I think it's the 18th, maybe.
And I think we come back on the 17th. From
No,
up
because
here.
today's the 18th.
It's the 18th? Oh, wait. Okay. See, you know how
17.
much I work. I can't keep my crap together. So we'll be back next. I think we fly back next Friday. So it's right now we're in Niagara Falls with the grandchildren. So it's so Christine, yours.
Oh, this is tough. I mean, growing up, I loved disco. I mean, that was like high school for me, going to high school dances and stuff. So I just love disco. I really like The Who. It's just so hard. I'm like looking through my playlist. I'm saying, like, what do I listen to now? And I've got Journey, I've got Fleetwood Mac, I've got Earth, Wind and Fire, I've got Eagles, I've got The Doors, I've got Dire Straits. I mean, I just listen to so many different things.
All good stuff.
It is, yeah.
I just listen to a little bit of everything. AC/DC, ABBA. I really can't pick favorites. It's just a little bit of everything.
Journey is one of my secrets that I don't tell a lot of people, but
There you go.
so
I love. I saw Journey with the newer singer pre-COVID, probably 2017, maybe. Oh, they were so good.
Awesome.
They were awesome. Yeah, in Santa Barbara. Yeah, I went with my son and daughter-in-law. We had such a good time.
Nice.
All right, Jimbo, here we go. I know you're going to say Cannibal Corpse, brother.
Ooh, yes. Oh,
Infant Annihilator.
I don't listen to a lot of music. I'm more of the podcast listening, audio drama, all that. But when I did listen to music, probably Def Leppard, Casting
Yeah, they're a good one.
Boys to
No Butterfly.
and the Statler Brothers.
Oh, also shout out to Upon a Burning Body, who I'm sporting today.
Nice.
Kill it, baby.
All right. Tiff?
I have a movie question for everybody. What,
Okay.
and it's kind of generic, but I'm definitely curious with the different personalities that we have here. What is a movie that is one of your favorites that you think people would be surprised to know is one of your favorites?
For me, nothing surprises anyone at this point.
Brad,
I like this one. Of course you do.
Let me just remind everybody this is a family friendly show.
Yeah, Brett.
Before we get going.
A movie that I like that
People would be surprised to know that you like.
The Little Mermaid.
I don't think there's any surprises with Brett.
really.
What about that Andy Warhol?
I don't know. I'm a big James Bond fan besides horror. So any James Bond. Probably my favorite James Bond movie is Diamonds Are Forever.
Oh, that is a perfect movie.
I'm looking at my list right here because I have a giant pile of voodoo movies, and then I have a more curated list in there. I think the one that's like, why do I like this? Probably go down to the Stealth from 2005 about a AI jet fighter that goes crazy and starts killing a lot of people, and it's really dumb. It has a whole 12% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Hey, is that the one with,
Kind of worship that whole film.
Hey, is that the one with Jamie Foxx?
Yes, Jamie Foxx,
Okay,
Jessica Biel.
I got a story. I work with a guy that was actually on the aircraft carrier. He's in the movie as one of the Navy guys. He was in the Navy and he's in the movie.
Oh, cool.
So he works where you used to work too, Kyle. So I'm gonna try to get him on one day when we cover that and let him tell a story. So
Yeah, but yeah, that's probably the weirdest one. I'm like, because it's a bad movie. It's a bad movie all around, and I love it. I also have a book adaptation. I bought the book.
Oh, wow.
Carl, save me.
Mine is For Love of the Game, which is a Kevin Costner movie. It's a baseball movie, and it's Sam Raimi directed it, but it's actually more of a love story than it is
Okay.
anything else. And that's on my top 10 list.
It's a really good movie. I don't want to say it.
You have to.
Sweet involves cats.
why?
Hello Kitty in Tokyo.
It's The Proposal with Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say that.
Great movie. Great movie.
You took mine.
Mine would either be one of two things. I'm not a big fan of musicals either, but one of my all-time favorite movies is Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, okay.
So that would be one. And the other is anything Ninja Turtles. I am all over. They're my dudes. Like, I'm going to grow up and marry Donatello. I don't care what anybody says. It's going to happen eventually.
I live the dream. If you believe hard enough.
All right. Well, Greg took my answer. I was actually going to say Proposal. But since that was taken, I love horror movies. I love everything with blood. I like watching people blow up. I like murder. I like violence. So with all that being said, and Jimbo Larry knows this answer, one of my utmost favorite movies is The Never Ending Story.
It's a great movie.
I don't know about now, but I used to be able to quote that movie word for word with the movies. It piss my wife off every time. Christy.
Okay. Can't think of the name of it right now, but it's the Christmas movie with the English guy.
Really narrow.
Wow,
that movie with the English guy. Yeah.
Don't give us spoilers here.
English guy.
It's around Christmas time. He sings a song. Oh my God, I can't think of the name.
White Christmas.
No. It's a newer movie. It was like in the 2000s. What's love got to do with it, or something like that? Oh God, I'm blowing it. He's famous for singing. He's an older guy. God, I can see his face. There's a girl that has a corporate job. He kind of falls in love with her.
This one was
She's so busy, she has no time for love.
That's gotta be a Hallmark.
Yeah, Yeah. Okay, I can't think of the name of it, so I'll just come up with another one.
Okay.
Clueless. That's a really cute movie.
Okay.
You know, with the little Chihuahua. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Was it Reese Witherspoon?
Alicia Silverstone.
So
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I love Reese Witherspoon.
basically,
Yeah.
that movie changed my childhood.
I prefer the knife.
All right. I'll give you a couple. One you probably never even heard of. There's a movie called No Sleep Till Christmas.
Oh, okay.
I just watched it probably 2 years ago. It's about a lady that's getting married, but she can't sleep at night. Something's bothering her, and she ends
Ooh.
up going into this parking lot, and this guy's outside or whatever, and he gets in the car with her or whatever, and they both fall asleep, sound asleep. And they wake up in the morning, and she's like, "Look, we have to make this arrangement where we have to sleep together, basically sleep together, not sleep together, but sleep together, just so we both could get rested." You know what I mean? So this whole entire movie, they always have to do something to end up next to each other, and they fall asleep. It's a rom-com, I guess, at Christmas time, but I like that. There's a really interesting movie called The Last Dance with Sharon Stone, where she plays the first lady that's going to be executed in Texas, I do believe.
Oh.
I'm not going to admit this, but I'll say it on the podcast. I cried in the movie theater on a date when I was watching.
Wow.
So sad.
Just letting her know you're sensitive.
So, yes, it's very, very sensitive. And then obviously anything with Reese Witherspoon, Pleasantville, Sweet Home Alabama, all that stuff. If she's in it, I love it. So that's mine. All right, Jeff.
All right, I did have a question for Tiffany, but I didn't want to put her on the spot.
That's okay.
So,
that's all right, Tim. We'll give you two. Go ahead.
It's all right.
Greg?
I don't know if anybody's supposed to know yet. Do you have plans? You say you don't have a podcast of your own yet. Do you have plans for it to come out? And if so, what would it be about?
I do. I want to do. I see. Any of you that have gotten to know me, like you and James and anybody else, my brain is just it's dumb. I have the dumb and I can't focus. So I have too many ideas going on at one time and it's really hard to narrow it down. So what I want to do is I kind of want to do like an all-inclusive type thing based off of one main idea. I like the paranormal. I like spooky stuff. So I had an idea for the podcast that I want to do where I have somebody come on with me, if not each episode, as often as possible. And we either discuss something paranormal, we discuss a horror movie, we discuss like a topic for that thing, whatever it is, but it's all going to be paranormal related or like scary related. And it's just going to be fun. I want it to be fun. I want people to enjoy listening to us be goofballs. But something along those lines. I can't choose one topic because I like more than one thing. So that's what's taking so long. I finally think I have a way of incorporating at least a handful of things that I like to make it work without it being just one big dust ball of crazy. So it's going to be something along those lines, but I want it to be fun and lighthearted and just two people talking about goofy stuff that they like. But
I was trying to give you a chance to put in a shameless plug there.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I have a name for it, but I'm not going to say it yet. I think I told Greg.
Okay.
Well, if Greg knows, you got to tell everybody now.
Yeah.
I can't because the first word's a bad word.
So
Well, you can say beep and then the name.
Beep, 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 beep,
No,
beep.
because I didn't put it out yet. I don't want.
It's gotta be
not
real.
that
It's
you
gotta
guys
be
would
real.
take it, but I don't want somebody to hear it yet. I'll message you it.
Tim, did you have another one, or was that it?
Yeah, we'll make this one interesting. Think
I'm
of the
sorry, I
one-
was
what-
boring.
No, you can. All right. Think of your least favorite movie. And if you could direct your least favorite movie, what would you do to change it? How would you change the plot?
What did I say my least favorite movie was?
Change it all the time.
Yeah. I've heard him say rubber. I've heard him say what was that other one he said? not
Least
too long ago?
favorite movie?
Least
Oh no,
favorite
no, what
movie,
the,
how
hey,
would you change it?
Carl or Brett, what was that one with the grizzly bear or whatever?
Cocaine
Grizzly.
Bear?
Cocaine Bear?
No.
Cocaine Bear.
Back in the
Oh.
Cocaine
70s.
Bear?
No, there's a movie called Prophecy.
Okay.
Which
And-
one? There's several prophecies.
Yeah, there's one with Christopher Walken. That's
This
really
was from the 70s.
I know
And
which
it
one.
was about this mutant thing that actually what it was a shaved bear with shaving cream on it.
We've all been there.
So I would change that.
Last night.
I would put something better than shaving cream on the bear.
Okay.
marshmallows.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right.
Kyle.
Oh, that was for everyone, not just him. Okay. Was it least favorite movie and what I would change? Gosh, I'm probably just gonna lump in all of Michael Bay's Transformer stuff and probably do what they're doing right now, where they're staying more true to the source material and making it a lot dumber. And I really appreciate that too. Michael Bay was also really dumb in the movies because that's what Transformers are. It's for 10-year-olds, and I appreciate that. But they at least took off like, hey, let's take off a lot of the racism and sexism and that weird stuff. Let's just make it for actual 10-year-olds, not be weird, and have like original G1 designs with simpler transformations, and have it be a fun show in that way, and have the human characters actually do stuff that actually is meaningful and not just BS with Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox. So that's what I would do if any other Transformers movies with Michael Bay involved, and that probably qualifies as my least favorite movie of all time, probably. So that's what I would do. Yeah, Carl, what about you?
Mine is definitely Star Wars: The Last Jedi. That is the biggest piece of garbage ever created. And I would do one simple thing. I would fire that director and bring J.J. Abrams back to redo that movie. And I think it would follow the continuity of the other two a little better. So fire, what's his name? Ryan Johnson? I don't know.
Ryan Johnson.
Right, yeah. He don't even spell his name right. I can't even pronounce it. Fire that guy just straight up. Yeah.
Okay.
Last
Greg?
Night on Netflix now.
Maximum Overdrive.
Oh.
What would you do?
And
Add Transformers.
I would actually make it scary.
It's not scary. You're right.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's not. Yeah.
It's
it
funny.
has some decent one-liners, and the script isn't terrible, but it's a cocaine-fueled mess, and I just don't like it. So I'd make
Good soundtrack though.
this. I mean,
Excellent soundtrack.
watch that movie for the AC/DC soundtrack. That's pretty much it.
I bought it on Blu-ray and then I kicked myself for buying it because I forgot how bad it was.
I just pre-ordered the 4K.
There we go. There we go. I have Transformers on 4K too. Don't worry.
Yeah.
My thing is kind of not necessarily my least favorite movie, but it goes along with my least favorite things that I see in movies. And watching horror, you come across this endlessly. I do not like
sorry, baby girl.
violence against animals. I think it's just disgusting, and there are very few exceptions in my movies that I like where I will actually continue to watch the film. One of my favorite sites is doesthedogdie.com, and I will look every single title up because it will tell you everything from anything animal related, if it's in that movie, to things like assaults, child abuse, anything, needles. It'll tell you everything. So I think that's one of the things that I would stop, because to me that doesn't make the villain scarier. It just makes you a terrible person, and I don't want to watch that.
You're so right. And I just imagine like a John Wick series that's a lot more lighthearted and fun. And
I've never watched it because I will not watch that. I can't. That'll wreck
it again. It was great.
It'll wreck me. You don't understand. If I see that in a movie, it messes with me for like weeks. So I can't watch it.
I understand.
Don't watch Pet Cemetery then.
That one didn't bother me, but you don't really see. It's not
Church,
like
yeah.
you
Don't
know.
watch
There's a
Animal
difference.
Holocaust.
There's a
Well, Church
there's
comes
one-
back though, at least. So he,
You're
yeah,
talking
Yeah.
about like Cannibal Holocaust where they ripped the
yeah,
I won't
that's
watch it.
bad.
I will
Cannibal-
never watch it.
Cannibal
Never.
Holocaust has 2 real on-screen.
Yes,
deaths.
that's
But
my
to
big
be
thing.
fair,
I just can't.
The original
They hate it.
13th has one as well.
What's that? No, it's still not okay. I don't want to see it.
Now everyone wants your favorite Animal Murder movie. It's like, no, don't do that.
Hey, what do you think my question is going to be?
Well, for example, one of my favorite series is called The Collection. So The Collection and The Collector.
Yeah.
With they're not very animal friendly, but it's not the focal point of the movie. Like, so that it's a fine line, and it's not incredibly graphic. Like, there's one scene in The Collector that I cannot watch. I fast forward it all the time. But there are a couple of other ones that it happens, but it's not as bad. It's just overall, I think that would be my big thing.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Mine's kind of a split answer. I would say the worst movie would be Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And what I would do is I would stop production and throw it away. That's how I change it to make it better.
Y'all have a good night. Horns up.
I had frogs.
Yeah, I'm with you, Greg. I'm with you.
I absolutely hated that movie. So stupid. But
That's the fun.
Yeah.
Almost
Yeah.
what do you think you're walking into? I mean, it's,
they're dumb and then they're stupid. That was
the
just
title tells you everything you need to know.
Tim Mullins is not allowed back on Real Talks anymore.
Yeah, he just got kicked off for killing Killer Clowns from Outer Space off.
Well, then I'll bring Gunner on next time. How's that? He's a big mouth, no filter kind of guy. You know who Gunner is. He's
Sounds
the
like
old
he's been
man
on my
from
show.
Solo. he's a smart ass old man. Anyway, the second one would be it's an okay movie. There's a scene in there I thought absolutely ruined the whole movie. That was Deliverance. Now, obviously, I would do away with the rape scene altogether. Just get rid of the rape scene. That was unnecessary.
Will like a pig.
Squeal like a pig.
All right, Christine.
Speaking of cruelty to animals.
My least favorite movie that I ever saw, and Brett will disagree with me on this, was Eraserhead. I hated that movie.
What are you going to do to change it to make it better, though?
I would make it. Like Tim said, I would just throw it in the trash. Sabotage it.
Kill it
I
off.
just,
Make
I
it the
just thought
non-eraser
that
head.
was- Oh my
Make it
God, that
pencil
was
head.
the worst.
She would
I was
erase her head.
Oh man, that movie was just so freaking weird. I think I saw it in the '80s.
Symbolism
And
for
to this-
becoming a parent. It's
Did anybody else see it?
I've
Besides
heard of
Brett.
it.
It's been a long time.
It's it was just a gross movie.
It's art. It's art.
It's art.
Art. It was just there was one scene where this bedroom scene where I think the couple had a baby, but it was like a worm. It was just disgusting. it was so. I still remember that scene to this day. It was just the most disgusting. I think it was in black and white too, if I remember correctly. It was like a post-apocalyptic world, I think, and that film should just be trashed. Yeah,
that one disturbed you, Christine. I got a list of movies for you.
yeah, no thanks. That's as disturbed as I want to get.
Human centipede anymore.
Ooh,
Gotta love Human Centipede.
You got to play all 3 movies at
No,
once.
no,
at the same screen.
no.
It's a way
Yeah,
to
that's
experience.
Oh, I
Except
remember
like
the
Pink
name
Floyd.
of the. I remember the name of the movie that I liked. It was Love Actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
never heard of
That
it.
was Love Actually.
It's like a
No.
romance
Ever
movie.
heard of Love?
It's a
Love
rom-com.
Actually, no. Is that's the one with the old English guy, and I never heard of
Yeah,
it.
it's
Christmas
Brett's favorite genre.
All right.
It's a great movie.
Probably one of the worst movies I ever saw was Mother! Exclamation point.
You
Jennifer
said this
Lawrence.
before, yes.
I say this all the time. It was Jennifer
Yeah.
Lawrence. What's his name? Is it Benicio del Toro?
I know. I don't think
Yeah,
it's
I think so.
I'll look it up real quick.
I think it is, isn't it?
It maybe I'll look it up. I'll look it up real quick.
The actor that played it. Anyway, I went to the theater to let my son pick it out. I watched the movie and I left. Everybody that left the movie said, "What did we just watch?" Because if you remember the trailer for it, it's a house in the middle of nowhere. There's like no roads going to it. Jennifer Lawrence is there. Her husband's there. Then these people show up. Michelle Pfeiffer shows up, and this other guy. They let him in. Then their sons, and one son kills the other son, and then it goes into like
Lovely.
the guy's writing a book, and all these people come to get his book and sign autographs. And in the middle of all this, Jennifer Lawrence has a baby, and then they take the baby and eat it.
What?
Hard. It just goes crazy. It's basically an allegory of the Bible when it comes down to it. From Jennifer Lawrence's Eve or Mother Earth and the travails of Mother Earth and all that. And
It was
How would you
Javier
fix it?
Bardem.
I really don't know. What'd you say?
It was Javier Bardem,
Yeah.
not Benicio del
Oh,
Toro.
okay.
Oh no, but who was the director?
The director was Darren Aronofsky.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
okay. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you ever get the chance to watch it, don't. I'm just saying, I don't know what I would do to change it. I guess
Trash it.
no,
Kill
I'm
it.
not going to trash it because I think anybody's vision of a movie is art, and I don't think anybody should trash anybody else's vision of art, no matter how bad it is, or because everybody has an opinion. So because I didn't like it, it may be somebody else's favorite movie, and they're like, "You just don't understand." No, I understand. It was just a really weird movie to me, and so I took my son to see it, and we're both like, "That was terrible." Well, my best friend's like, "Well, how bad can it be?" So next day I took him, and it still didn't make sense. So I went twice to go see
You saw it twice? I forgot about
terrible.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I'm not really sure what I would do to change it. I understand the story now, but after researching and trying to figure out what was going on. But the other movie, I think Halloween Ends.
Yes.
The thing I don't have a problem with it. Okay, the one thing I would
I
change.
do. I got a big
I know
problem.
you do, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
we know you do.
the one thing I would change in that movie, and it would probably go up 4 stars for me, is at the end, have the daughter pick up the Michael Myers mask, and because we do not have a female slasher. I mean, you can talk about Sleepaway Camp and all that if you want, but I mean, you don't have a female slasher, and I think that would be a way to reboot the franchise, still carry on the Myers legacy. You know what I mean? If evil truly never dies, you know what I mean? I think that would be very interesting take on the Michael Myers, and you can have him come back in spirit form or whatever they're going to do, and not just hamburger meat. I told Brett,
Hologram.
I told him and Carl both. I think we were on a real talk or something. I said
We were doing something,
we
yeah.
were doing something, and I said, "You guys, just I'm not going to spoil it for you." They're like, "Oh, go ahead." I said, "Brett," I said, "It's bad." I said, "Well, how'd they kill him?" I said, "Well, you know, they basically put him through a shredder at the end."
Brett's still mad too.
I know he is.
Look at him right now. He's turning red.
I'm red.
That's why
I'm so
Jason-
mad.
That's why Jason will always be greater than Michael.
Put him
But-
in that nano machine bed from Jason X and it'll be totally fine. He'll come back to the silver Halloween mask. It'll be great.
Well, speaking of that, did you see the reboot of the Leprechaun series? But
I saw
Again?
that. Yeah.
yep.
So
Why?
they played the Leprechaun.
Why?
They already rebooted it once.
Yeah, that was with Hornswoggle. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was Hornswoggle.
I like that one.
I took a picture of it. I don't know if I put it in the group or not, but I'll try to find it and throw it in there. So, Christine, we're up to you and your question or discussion.
Okay. Okay. So everybody
Rom-com
loves.
is your favorite rom-com with
Yeah,
the
no.
English guy.
Yeah. So everybody loves a good horror or scary movie, like or a suspenseful movie. So I want to know what everybody's own personal like horror or scary or paranormal experiences are.
Experiences like really that I've had, real experience
Like-
that I've had.
Yeah, like real paranormal, ghost, scary,
Times
or
you were spooked in
horror.
real life.
Yeah, like what's your own personal real creepy experience?
Probably when I come home from work and my mask bookcase that I got all my horror masks on was in front of the door and I couldn't get in my house. That freaked me out a lot. So,
Is it not normally there? Like, I'm confused.
it's like 6 inches away from the door and it weighs like 95 pounds and it just wouldn't move and it was butted up against the door handle and I could not get in the house and there's no way it could slide. It's too heavy.
Right. So who the hell moved it?
I don't know. I only got one door.
Ghost.
I hope it wasn't the ghost from the entity, man. I'll tell you that much.
I enjoy paranormal stories, but I don't really believe in any paranormal stories, so I don't have any personal experience like that in my life. So I'm kind of null and void on this question, unfortunately. So I'm gonna
Nobody
pass.
in your family?
No. People die. It happens. that's it for me. So I'm gonna null and void and pass on me. Unfortunately, just throw it to Carl.
Now I've got lots of them, but I'm going to bring out one I haven't mentioned before. So I used to work at Moxley Manor Haunted House in Bedford, Texas, and me and Richard, the owner, were the only ones there, and the doors were locked. So we're going down the hall, and all of a sudden, the overhead music just turns on in the entire haunt. We don't know why. It just boom, our music's going. Because we have different plugs, or different controllers for different. That, Brett. Turn the overhead lights on, turn the haunt lights on. Well, the haunt music just went blaring, and we both was like, "What the heck is going on here?" It was. We still don't know what caused it. Very scary when you're in a spook haunted house and something like that. A lot of things happen in that old building, but that one I still can't explain.
Very cool.
Okay.
One time I was at a friend's house and we were all at a party, just hanging out, and the priest was playing the piano, and the daughter of the guy's house that we were, or the lady's house that we were there, came walking down the stairs and told the astronaut, "You're gonna die up there," and then peed on. Oh wait, that was The Exorcist. Yeah, sorry.
The house that I used to live in, that I grew up in, was very haunted. I, for some reason, was the one that got the most of it. But it was never threatening. But the one thing, the one story that I usually tell people is, I actually told Jerry from Hillbilly Horror Stories, had me on the show, and he let me tell this story. But basically, it's a little windy. I apologize. I'll tell it as quickly as I can, as thoroughly as I can. So years ago, I had one of my exes that lived across state, and he came out the first time for like a week. He was going to stay with us. And to do this, we decided that it would just be easier to sleep downstairs in our front room because it'd be quiet down there. We won't have to worry about waking anybody up if we had to get up or down or whatever. So we put an air mattress in our front room, and the way that we had it, it was right in front of the doorway that went out into the living room. So you could see out there. And in the far corner of the living room, there was the doorway that goes into the kitchen. We have a light there that would always be on. It was a night light. So you could see if like somebody would walk back and forth in front of it. Well, we were getting ready to go to bed the first night, laid down. We're not even laying there for maybe 10, 15 minutes. And I feel him moving around next to me. So after a couple minutes, I just figured he was getting comfortable, whatever. It went quiet, and I hear him go, "What the?" And he kind of like pushed up onto his elbows. And then this was a big dude. I mean, he was like 6'4", 6'5". I'd probably say 280. He let out a gasp that I had never heard. It scared the donkeys out of me. And so I jump up, not knowing what the heck's going on. Well, once he calmed down, he was saying that he was looking out through the one room. Sorry, there's a really loud car coming by. He was looking out through the room, and he saw basically a hat man, or a shadow person standing there. He said the guy had a Stetson, typical shadow figure. And he said when he first saw it, he was just kind of looking at it. It was at the far end of the living room. And when he moved to sit up to get a better look, it like flew at us and then sucked off into the other side of the room, just through the doorway into the living room. And naturally, I couldn't sleep. I hid under my blanket the rest of the night. Well, we start dozing off, and I would say I don't really know how long it was, but in that room, my son was he was a lot younger, and he had toy boxes there. There are 2 toys in particular that this happened to. Where everything was turned off. I never put anything in there that it's just on because things move. And sometime during the night, the first one went off. It was like this annoying push button telephone that would just go. So we're like, okay, whatever, the house moves, blah, blah, blah. Maybe something just settled wrong. That thing went off every 10 minutes. No joke. Until we decided that we were just going to ignore it and put our heads under the pillows, whatever. As soon as we decided that we weren't going to pay attention anymore, a second one came in to fill in the gap between the times that one would go off. This continued until dawn. And I don't even remember what time it eventually stopped, but we got up in the morning and I found those particular 2 toys because I knew exactly which ones they were. None of them had batteries in it. And there was nothing in there that made that kind of noise. So whatever it was that he saw decided that it was just going to mess with us all night.
Oh, how scary.
Yeah, it was crazy. And here's the thing. My mom at the time she was upstairs. Reese was upstairs in his bedroom. She had the 2 dogs. The one Doberman he would bark at anything. And then the other one, she would be kind of touchy. So she would like give a bark or 2. I asked her in the morning if she heard anything. Nobody heard anything. And it was so loud, like full volume. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
See, I want stuff like this to happen to me. I'm like such a huge skeptic.
It was crazy. I've never seen anything happen like that in my life. It never happened again in that house either. I don't know if something reacted to him being there, but
Probably.
The next day and the night after
Maybe
that,
he brought it.
He might have.
Wow. Yeah. Maybe something was following him.
That's what it is. I'm just so lame in real life that ghosts don't even want to hang out with me.
Well, I would love to see a ghost too. I've never seen one.
You're dead.
Wow, that's great.
That's terribly accurate, Jimbo.
All right, Tim, it's your turn.
Oh man, I have so many. It's just God. Where do I go? I know we own some property, some more property in East Texas, and we have a house out there. And as long as we can remember, it's just a new house. We had it built out there, brand new and all that. So we don't know where the stuff came from. But we would always hear footsteps or someone walking in boots. I mean, we're in Texas, so why not boots? But we would always hear somebody with boots walk from the back bedrooms all the way down the hallway through the kitchen and stop at the end of the kitchen right before you get to the living room. And this would happen very often. We would also hear boots walking on the front porch. We had a wooden porch. We would hear it walk across the porch, stop, and somebody knock on the door.
Oh, whoa.
Nobody there, trust me.
Wow.
And then we had moved out, and my son and his family moved in because he was raised there, so he wanted to raise his children there. And y'all remember, Kyle, this is before your time, so you probably won't remember.
Okay.
But y'all remember these little rocking horses that used to be on the stands, had the 4 springs on them. You would swing.
I remember them.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. My son and his wife had one of those in the living room. They had some friends over. They were all sitting on the couch. And they all, this is what he told me. I didn't witness this, but that's what he told me. They sat there and watched that horse get pulled back, all the way back, and just let go and hit the wall and started bouncing on its own. So, yeah, that's just a tiny, tiny, tiny fraction of stuff that happened in that house.
Cool.
So,
Christine?
Love it.
Yeah, I've never had anything happen to me personally, but my mom, when she was younger, I think she was maybe 20 and still living at home. She was very close to her first cousin, Sonny, he was in the Korean War. He was a fighter pilot, and he the night he died, he got shot down. Yeah. And so she had, I guess, what you would call a waking nightmare. She experienced his death while he was getting shot down. So my grandparents were awakened by her, I guess, basically living his death. I mean, she was screaming, saying that that he was dying, that he was going down, that his plane was being shot. She was basically like
Sort of
living
sounds like
his,
an astral projection type kind of deal.
yeah, I don't know what you would call it, but she was basically like there with him maybe while he was dying. It's very strange. And yeah, so his plane was shot down, and I guess he parachuted out, because I kind of researched it, and they made sure he was dead. They killed him while he was going down. Yeah, so very sad. And my mom actually had no memory of this waking nightmare, but they, yeah. So of course they found out about it, and sure enough, he got shot down the night that she had that waking nightmare.
wow.
Yeah, so that very fascinating, and very sad, because they were really close. They were more like brother and sister than first cousins.
Wow.
So
All right. So I have two, and for the sake of time, I'll let you guys pick one or the other. You can hear
okay.
my grandpa's story from down in the Salina, Tennessee area, or my grandmother who worked at the Central State Hospital here in Indianapolis. So, which one do you guys want?
Let's go with Grandpa.
I'll say grandmother.
Grandpa?
I know the
Yeah,
story.
I'd like to hear the hospital story.
Yeah. Grandma.
All right. And Jerry told this at a live event, because this is when I first messaged Jerry about this. This was like, what is it, their 7th anniversary coming? I think it was like a little over 6 years ago when I messaged him this. So my grandma worked for the Central State Hospital. It's a hospital for the mentally insane here in Indianapolis that used to be open. It sits on like I forget how many acres, but it's a big city block basically. There's a lot of history there. You can research it, but basically they would like my grandma, she would work there, and then she would go to classes to get her nursing or whatever, you know what I mean? She would attend class and work with patients and all that. There was a lot of abuse going on in there, a lot of drugging people, all that stuff. So my grandma, you have to know my grandma, she was a very loving individual. Like, there was a patient that nobody could control him. Basically, he wouldn't take his medicine. He would fight the nurses and all them. And she went in there and talked to him, or she came to him and they said, well, you got this patient now. And knocks on the door. And they always had to have a guard with them in case things went ahead. And I'm going to call him Mr. Smith because I don't remember his name, because she told me these stories later in life. And Mr. Smith, she's like, "Hi, I'm Norma. You know, I'm your new nurse, and you know, I know you don't like us." She said, "But I'll tell you what." She said, "You take this medicine for me, and what's your favorite candy bar?" He's like, "Well, Milky Way." She said, "Well, you take this medicine for me with no incident, I'll bring you a Milky Way tomorrow." He's like, "Oh, you're lying. You're just like all the other ones." Blah, blah. She said, "Look, the only way you're going to find out is if you trust me." So he's like, so basically, took the medicine. The next day, she brought him a Milky Way, and the guy broke down in tears because he's like, "That's the nicest thing anybody's ever done to me while I was here."
Aw.
He was one of the worst patients in there, and she got to where she could take him out, walk him around on the grounds and all that. Okay, so my grandma told me that she was in the girls' dorm, and that's where all the girls were. And there were stairs that go down to the tunnels. There's tunnels underground all throughout this hospital complex. So, like in the wintertime, they wouldn't have to go out in the snow. They could transfer patients or whatever. And this boy named, I'm going to call him Johnny. I'm going to call him Johnny and Susie. Okay, so Johnny was he was didn't have to have a lot of supervision. And he would always come over there and he would talk to this girl, Susie. They would sit on the bottom of those stairs and they would talk all the time. Well, one day, my grandma's desk was right here, so she could see the door and see him talking and all that. So one day, she notices Susie's out there talking away. And she's like, well, that's weird. I don't see Johnny. So they put out a bulletin for Johnny and they couldn't find him. And so a couple of days go by and Susie's out there talking, and my grandma's like, what is she doing? So she went out there and she asked, hey, Susie, she says, who are you talking to? I said, well, I'm talking to Johnny. She said, well, honey, we've searched these tunnels and everything for Johnny. He ran away. I said, no, he didn't. He's right here talking to me. And that freaked my grandma out. And she said, she called me. She said, look, you might want to do another sweep down here. She said, because this girl is saying she's talking to Johnny. To find out on their second sweep through the grounds that there was a cinder block that was kind of out place on the bottom. They pulled it out, and when they shone their flashlights in there, Johnny was manacled up on the wall, dead.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Yeah, so what was Susie talking to? Was she talking to Johnny? I don't know.
Wow.
That's
but
pretty
grandma,
creepy. Yeah.
That was really crazy. And I'll tell my grandpa's story too. It's really short. So, my grandpa lived down in Tennessee, and they would cut through this field. There's like a little watering well, to pull the water up and all that. It'd cut through the wooded area to get back and forth to town and stuff like that. Well, one day, he stayed out a little late. He's getting kind of dawn. And his mom worked at the funeral home. She would go do the makeup and all the ladies and all that, get ready for presentation. And so my grandpa was like, he said he's walking through the woods, and he said he looked up. He said that he's seen this lady in white. He said her name was, I'm going to use Mrs. Johnson because again I don't remember the name he used. He said it looked like she was crying, and she was all in white. And he's like, he kept walking. She kept walking towards him, and he looked and said that she went right through him, and he turned around and she was gone.
Wow.
He took off running, and he went right to his mom. He said, "Mom," he said, "I don't know what's going on." He said, "But I just seen Mrs. Johnson in the woods." I said, "I think she might be hers." So she's in there crying. She said, "Honey, that's impossible." She said, "I just finished up putting the makeup and everything on. She wanted to be buried in a wedding dress." So he had.
Oh my God.
Dress. Yeah.
Wow.
So. That was my grandpa's story. I could have put some more details in there, but for the sake of time, I figured.
Good stories.
I won't give one because I think we're running out of time. We've been on here a long time, and I got work tomorrow, and I know everybody's getting a little. I see Brett over there. He's
Brett's asleep, I think.
I'm not asleep.
I am.
So
I'm wide awake.
We'll post again when we're going to do another one of these. Hopefully, we'll have a few more people join us. But thanks everybody for coming on. We'll go around the horn one more time. If you want to promote anything, tell us about yourself. Anything you want to promote, go ahead.
Brent with the Evil Never Dies podcast. We're going to be at Texas Hunters Convention, July 15th and 16th. If anybody wants to come down and join us, Mesquite, Texas.
Yeah.
Come on over, Mullins. You'll be in town.
Exactly. Kyle and Jimbo over at the Tragedy of Cinema podcast, wherever fine podcasts are found, and Twitter, TikToks, all those other social media platforms. Get all the latest and greatest about news. We recently covered Rosemary's Baby, an excellent horror film by a non-excellent director, Roman Polanski, and we covered A Weekend at Bernie's, a non-excellent movie by non-excellent creators. And we covered some new movies in the near future too. So look forward to that, and check out any other stuff.
And if you happen to listen to the Rosemary's Baby episode, I found a fact that was just the funniest thing I've ever. I think it's the longest and hardest we've ever laughed in the podcast. Who's doing it? I'll say it here real quick.
Go for it.
They said that during the scene with Rosemary and the Beast, the guy that was playing the Satan, if you will, that was Baker, said that he had to spend hours naked grinding on top of her to shoot that scene. He said when they got done, they said that he stood up, shook her hand, and said, "Miss Farrell, it was a pleasure working with you." It said she shook his hand back and said, "You too, you're a fine young man," or something like that. I was like, man, that's the weirdest thing I've ever read. So, but I mean, during the pod, we did the podcast, and I bet it was 5 minutes of just total chaos. I was like, they said he was totally naked. I said, can you imagine?
Oh my God.
I said, I hope some old people weren't standing behind him all naked too, but all
The whole time, just 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Evil Never Dies podcast and YouTube show, and our YouTube seems to be picking up steam. So that everybody check it out on YouTube. Give us a like and subscribe, please.
Okay.
Greg Vizzelli with the Monsters and the Mosh Pit podcast. We are a horror and heavy metal podcast where we cover one horror movie in detail, spoilers, scene by scene, and one heavy metal album, track by track. My best friend has never listened to metal or watched horror, and therefore he is an unwilling accomplice to my chaos. We are the vanilla ice cream of horror and metal podcast, which means we're perfectly adequate if there's no other options. But if there is, you're probably going to want to listen to them.
So much.
Tiffany Boots. I don't really have a podcast yet. Like I said, it's in the works, but definitely give all these other shows a listen. They're great, and I thoroughly enjoy them. I listen to them on a very routine basis during my boring at-home job. So,
Thank you.
Tim with Triple H Media, and as Tiffany is starting hers, we will be ending ours after a 5-year run. We have one episode left, but all the shows will be up for another month or two. So if you want to start up and catch up and finish with us, you are more than welcome to.
He's going to leave Hillbilly Horse House on a cliffhanger.
We'll be back.
Okay. And I'm just Christine from California, and I'm a big fan of everybody here, and I love listening to all these wonderful podcasts. So thanks so much for having me and including me in your Real Talk.
Thank you for listening.
Always a pleasure having you.
Well, with that being
Thank
said,
you.
I think this Real Talk's coming to a close, and that's a wrap.
And cut.
Okay.